Right, hello everyone, back again. We're in the bee shed. Now, today is the 24th of January, and this will be the first time I've looked in this hive for, I think late October was the very last time I had a quick peek. Brood and a half, just an experiment for this year. I've got a super on the bottom. Personally, not a great favour of it, but we're having a go this year for another reason. I've got a little slidey trap at the top, and the reason is over the winter time I put some fondant inside a jam jar, and because these were very full with honey at the beginning part of the winter time, what I did is I just put this light over the top of the hole, and basically it just gives them a little bit of a feed if and when they need it. Also, it means I can come into the shed, lift the duvet, you can see the bees have eaten it or not eaten it, in which case I can leave them alone without mucking about with them. Personally, I'm not a winter beekeeper. I like to shut them down at the very latest end of October, and I'm not really a have a look and peek sort of man till normally middle of February, that sort of time at the earliest really. I normally leave them alone. If they're well stocked, very full, they're better off being left alone than me opening the lid all the time, letting all the hot air out. It's about 5 degrees today, which is not really the sort of temperature that I'd want it to be. I'd like it to be about 10 degrees. But today is the day that I've got the time, so today is when we're doing it. What we're going to do is we're going to lift the lid, we're going to apply some of the thymol in the sugar and the solution, and we're also just going to have a very quick little look to see what's in there. It's going to be a very short video because all I'm interested in really is getting the solution in as quickly as possible with the smallest amount of disturbance possible. I don't really want the bees out flying today because they might get chilled, in which case I'm going to do more harm than good. So you're better off waiting for a nice warm day to do this, okay? So those are the rules. So here we have sugar syrup and thymol stock solution. We've got a litre, we've got 1 milliliter of the thymol stock solution in this, which is approximately 5 litres to 5 millilitres, which is Mr. Hive Maker's suggestions. I've got the smoker going, and because I've got mesh floors, give it one puff underneath and one quick puff on the top. They certainly sound lively, so we'll just have to see how we go. Here we are. So, just got the covers on, quick little check, make sure we've got no queen there, because if we have, we need to make sure that she goes straight back into the hive. As you can see, when I opened this up, this was a 5-frame nuke that I'm now overwintering. Had a terrible problem with bees last year, so we're going to just start. I see they brace combed a lot, look. See, that's one of the problems I've got this year, is I've just got a terrible problem with brace combing. What I'm going to have to do is get this lot, and literally I'm going to have to reframe it all. So we're spraying it from a distance, so we're not going to this lot during this year, what I'm going to have to do is take out all the frames, new foundation, completely go through the whole lot and just basically cut all these frames back. There's just no way that you can have frames that are going to be, you know, 100mm thick. A little bit of sugar foundation there that must have fallen out the jar. So nice and gently and what we're trying to do more than anything is we're going to give them some sugar syrup to get going with. So we're aiming to put some in the cells as well as over the bees themselves. So there's no eggs or larvae there, so let's just fill up a few cells, give the girls some stores. Very carefully dropping that back in. Cover that one up. Try again with the next one. So, like I say, nice and gentle. We don't want to cause too many problems. We're not trying to coat the bees, by the way. I'm not supposed to be like dipping the bees or anything like that. What I'm trying to do is get the stock solution and the sugar onto the frames, which means it'll get straight into the bees. I want them really personally to feed off the fondant rather than to feed. It's alright, we're just having a quick check to see if there's any eggs or anything there. And then, now that we've done a lot of the cells, there we go. Very gently put that one back in. Whilst I'm doing this and we're getting the solution in, I'm also keeping an eye on my cover sheets that we don't have the queen for any reason on one of the cover sheets. We have to be very careful this time of the year that we don't do any damage to the bees or the queen. Otherwise we will start the spring with a queenless colony, which is not what we want. So again, we're just filling a little bit into the cells. Just to give it a bit of a kick,